All right, so today we're going to be showing you how to do some underseat storage in Tundras. This will work for a 2007 all the way up to a 2022, I believe. It's my one pain that I've discovered moving from a Ford to Toyota is that Ford does a much better job with storage integration. The Tundra just doesn't have much of it. But this little hack, and you literally have to hack into your truck to make it work, but it does give you a bunch of underseat storage space, and it comes down right on the top of it. So the only issue is you get a little bit of lip showing, but the sacrifice is worth it for all that extra storage space. So let's get into it. All right, so for this install, really simple tools. You just need a marker to mark out the carpet for your cuts. I used a more sturdy razor to cut the carpet, and then I used this to cut the foam that's underneath the carpet. And then you're gonna need a tape measure just for a couple of quick measurements, and then this just to pry out the foam once you've cut it. The other things you'll need is 3 of these steam pans. I elected to go with the 4-inch deep. This one's already installed. So if you go with a 2-inch deep, it will sit flush. But I wanted the extra room. And when the seat comes down, it comes down right on top of this perfectly. So I'm gonna maximize the space inside my pan. If you wanted a flush mount look, you could go with a 2-inch deep steam pan. There's gonna be 2 full-size pans, and then that's a half size because of the jack back behind there. So the process on this is pretty simple. First thing you're going to do is mark out on the carpet where you're going to cut. And you're gonna wanna undercut this a little bit. So what I did is I put the steam pan down right here, and then I marked perfectly just along this edge. And then when I went to cut it out, I cut along the outside of that edge, and that gave me a perfect fit on this pan over here. It's not gonna move around, it's in there hard. And as you can see, here's the foam underneath. I took and the piece of carpet and the foam that I cut out, I put it underneath the pan to give a little bit of sound dampening underneath. And I'm sure I could figure out some kind of lip or something to put around this if you didn't want this lip to hang over. It's just gonna be under the seat storing cables and whatnot. So I'm just gonna leave it and just deal with the ugliness. So that's it. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. The only kind of tricky parts is measuring the center one here, because you can't get back there with your pen when you have it set down. So what I did is I took the measurement from this side and then transposed it with the tape measure over here. And that's it, pretty straightforward. All right, so when you're cutting this foam, you are going to need at least about 2 inches of razor, or a knife or other kind of blade, but this works well. It's flexible, hasn't broke on me so far, and it's doing the trick.